Hey guys, it's Michael Todd, and welcome to The.Cult.Of.Vintage. Snowing, yes it is. I had actually planned on going somewhere else today, but it's like in the skiing region of Pennsylvania, so I ain't trying all that business. But we are in downtown Selinsgrove at the Brick House Marketplace. We're gonna get inside, see if we can't find anything for resale. It's windy. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that and get out of this weather, though it is beautiful, I will say. Do you love it? All right, guys, so we have been here before, obviously. This is kind of like the exterior. There's not usually that I have noticed a whole lot of turnover in this particular area, though I do want to give it a once over. You never know, that one thing that was added could be that one thing that you were looking for. There's a lot of good deals throughout here. Probably one of my biggest um, profits actually came out of Brick House. It was the Giroux ceramics. It was a ram, very cubist, mid-century, though it was from the 80s, I believe. So that was pretty cool. I got it for $5 and it sold for like 321. Though no, I guess the pink Russian Santa is technically my biggest profit. And that came from Roller Mills in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. But anyhow, I had a lot of coffee apparently today, so I'm extra talkative. We're gonna see if we can't find anything here. These are cute, the little rusted out stove. That's cute. You know, it's not everybody's vibe. If you were into vintage toys, you probably would prefer it like in the pristine condition. Like anything that's collectible, obviously, the better the condition, the more the value you are going to have on it. Though some collectors, casual collectors, if you will, they can see the value of the rust, the dents, the scratches. For some people, it just adds charm and character. So again, to each their own. Obviously, if it's in mint condition, it's going to apply or appeal, pardon me, to a broader market and again, just command a higher value. But that's not to say that things are valueless because there are condition issues. You just got to find that right buyer or buyers who don't mind a little character, shall we say. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot out here. That's all right. Um, Yeah. Okay. So let's go inside and see if we can't find anything. Pardon me. I will say we're probably going to go ahead and start a voiceover once we get inside. Here we go. Okay, guys, and here we are on the inside. Now, I've got to say, this is, while it is a smaller establishment of business, and they do have specific vendors throughout, I have to admit there's not a whole lot of high turnover to a lot of the vendors. In other words, they're not recycling through or bringing in a lot of new inventory. So I do typically try to hold off on coming back here. I try to come in about once a month, and that does give some of the vendors some time to kind of restock, refresh their inventory. These guys are actually new to me. They are like the Japan, or more specifically Hong Kong, I should say, but they are, of course, a plastic and they are flocked. They are deer spotted fawns. I think they're really cute. They're in overall really good condition. But at $9.99, I didn't really. No, and those are things that I have seen and found at thrift stores. So I did decide to go ahead and pass on those. Now, I did see this vintage inspired tinsel tree. And what I was doing is I was kind of peeking in there. A lot of times, the vintage ones, they don't necessarily have the pass through. You would see a lot of them did use like foam cores or things of that nature. Here we have some Silkies. Those are super cute. Little Pinocchio and Mighty Mouse, of course. Now, keeping in mind, it is right after Christmas, so we are going to continually see a lot of vintage Christmas in a lot of the places that we hit up in the next couple of weeks because, again, people just need the time to come in and to restock. Now, this is a Cinderella figurine. She's really cute. I have to say this is when I look for them, I always look to see if they are an actual licensed Disney product versus let's say, an interpretation of a Disney character. This one obviously did have its licensed sticker. She was priced at $10, which is very fair. That actually is surprisingly about the going rate for her. So I did decide to go ahead and leave her there. I have been finding a lot of mushrooms. Obviously, we have a little teapot here. This is the Arnell's mold. It is a hobbyist piece. I think that it is done very well. I don't know. I think maybe I probably should have gotten it. It was only $12. The mushrooms are crazy popular. Now here we have some very like mod mushroom shakers. They're very simple, obviously in a cream glaze. They really weren't speaking to me. Like there wasn't enough wow factor on them, so I did decide to go ahead and leave those behind. Yeah, I do definitely have a little bit of regret on that teapot. I think it's because I just got the Mary Mushroom, and I was like, well, it's not Mary Mushroom. I mean, but okay, it's still a mushroom, you know. Sometimes it's not about the actual maker, it's about the subject matter that really counts. Now here we've got, again, a very mod, or I guess you could argue it's mid-century. It's a little atomic there with the starburst-ish pattern. It's reading pink and white. I've got to say, in real life, it was more of an orange and white. And I've got to say, I've tried more of the utilitarian pieces, and they've sold. But I think that's one of those examples where it's all about not just the subject matter, but the manufacturer. And this thing, yes, it did. It scared me to death. I didn't think that the roof was a separate piece. Thankfully, it was still attached. Otherwise, we would have had a disaster. Obviously, it is a little wooden log cabin, if you will. It's a music box, and of course, it is working. Now, this mixing bowl was only $12. I really enjoy it. It is not Pyrex. It does happen to be Federal Glass. I don't know if I'm doing the best job of showing, well, you can kind of see the F there in the shield. But it's very reminiscent of Glass Bake. I know a lot of people don't apprize or value the Glass Bake as much as the Pyrex. I do like the Glass Bake. I like that milky, translucent effect to the glass. I don't know. There's just something about it that I really do enjoy. Now here, of course, we do see some powder jars. They've got a great Art Deco design on the top. The price just wasn't where I would want it to be. Now I did see this tin recipe box. Okay. It is Ohio Art Company. I was very excited because it had some weight on it. And I was like, well, there's recipes. And I saw all of these cards and, of course, the subject dividers. Unfortunately, there were no recipes to be found. At $15, that may seem a little high. However, if that was full of recipes, that would have been an amazing score. But alas, the cards were original. Here we are. Nothing gets my attention more than a sale, and especially a 50% off or more sale. Now, this vendor typically has like a dollar item kind of section, but I think because obviously of the 50% off, they took those signs down. We've got some more Soaky bottles here, little Jiminy Cricket. Again, it looks like we've got a Mickey Mouse there in the front. Those are all right. It really depends on the character that you get. Again, that's really about the character versus just the manufacturer. This was a really interesting set. I could not determine if this was actually manufactured or if this was a hobbyist piece. If it is a hobbyist piece, it's very well done. There's no bleeding to it at all. Obviously, it is a full set here. It's kind of large, and I just don't have the storage space to really hold on to this for an extended period of time. So I did decide to go ahead and leave that behind. And right behind it were these Wiseman. This is the first of two that you will see. It does look like the third was missing. He is a very large cone doll. It was really interesting. That's tissue paper that's kind of stuffed in between the fabric and the cone to kind of give it a little bit more volume. And again, here we have our second one. I like them. I think they're cute. Again, they're just so large that it's hard for me to get larger items and have the space to really hang on to them. They are $3, and again, it would have only been $1.50. But it stinks that I just don't have the storage space. And these are 1968. They're Dexter Thread Mills Company. Again, it says made in Hong Kong. I unfortunately was not able to find any comps on these. Now, you guys, I was just about to give up, and I thought, oh, let me go back through and, I'm going to see if there is anything here. Now, this box is full of Connect the Dot coloring books. They're in really good shape. Some of the coloring books have had the dots connected. None of them have been colored in. I love the graphics. I love the box. There you see the little airplane and the baby carriage have been connected, but overall, excellent condition. And this is certainly something that you could do with your kids or your grandkids. I mean, just look at that. You could frame those and put those in a kid's room. I think they're absolutely adorable. Now, I gotta admit, I was like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a video out of this. I literally have found just this one thing. And I do use an app where I can import my video footage in the moment. So I was like, well, I'm kind of getting near to the end of the video, but I don't know if this is really going to be exciting or dynamic enough to post. So I took a chance, and here in a little bit, we're going to switch over to live audio. But the last time I was in here, it was busy, and I was checking out, and there were a number of people behind me. And I had asked, hey, there's a building right across the street and there's a lot of stuff in it. Is that somebody's business, or, what's up with that? And the owner said, well, that's my warehouse. And of course, I was like, oh, I'm going to get in there. But I didn't want to say anything because, again, I don't want to open that floodgate. So there was nobody in the store today but me. Now, the same vendor did have these interesting little magazines here, that clown. It was nothing but advertisements, and they weren't good advertisements. And here we have a little Dynamite with John Travolta on it. The value of $8 is on par. Now, I did, before we head over to the next part, find these Vargas girls. Now, I am obviously covering. They are fully nude, so their breasts are exposed. So I'm covering those up. All right, guys, we're going to switch over to live audio and go to a brand new place nobody's ever been before. So an exciting turn of events. I have noticed this building across the street several times. The last time I was at the Fire Street here, I had asked, hey, whose is that? And he said, well, it's mine. It's my personal warehouse. Today I asked, have you ever let anybody in there to shop? And he said, sure. He literally gave me the key and was like, go on over there. I got a basket. Whoa, that's totally... I have a basket. So we're going to go inside. Like I said, it's just one of those places, you've seen them and you're like, oh. So we're going to go in here, see if we can find anything. I've definitely never been in here before. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so here we are in the inside. I'm happy to report there's heat, so we're not freezing. Look at all the flow blue down here. Look, I'm seeing this little creamer right here in the corner. I've never actually seen that Jeanette color before. That's really interesting, I've got to say. We got here a little wall pocket. It looks newer. Yeah, that's okay. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, we've got some white opalescent, my personal favorite. Ooh, what are you up here, little one? Hiding on me. Y'all see it? Okay, I'm gonna cut you and I'll be back. Oh my gosh, it's Turntablets Bohemian. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out, y'all. 1850? Okay, we're gonna get that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Late 1800s, early 1900s, beautiful condition, obviously in an Art Nouveau style. I'm freaking out. Okay, this was worth it. This alone was worth it. When we were coming in, I saw these were in, oh, is that, okay, so it's attached. What do we got? We have Ardalt, Japan, a very mid-century, obviously, Asian aesthetics were very popular in the mid-century. I don't know that I'm going to get these because they're so very specific. I think in certain markets, like if we were to talk California, I know that is really big, but I'm going to leave these behind. I know people might freak out at me, but yeah. Okay, so here we have that white opalescence. Now, It's reading newer. She's pushing the antique vibes to me. There's not a price. Well, there was, but it's unfortunately faded off. I'm not mad at that. I'm going to put it in the basket and see how much he would like for that. So I am going to pick that piece up tentatively, depending again on the price. So let's just check out. It looks like we've got some early 19th century pressed glass here. I'm not the biggest fan, I'm not going to lie. Not that there isn't some, historic value to it. So, again, we've got some saucers here. Again, you got that flow blue. Not really where I'm trying to go with it. This looks interesting. I have no idea what it is. What is it? Stormy rain change fair. Well, rain. Made in Germany. Can I turn it over? I don't think it's working anymore, but it's cool looking. Down here, seeing these. Pretty. A little too corroded for my liking. Oh, that's all right. Let's see here. Okay, so here we've got like a curio cabinet. Now I think what I want is that green vase back there. It's interesting. Let's see if I can do this while I have... Come on, Michael. Let me get you out of the light here. It's got a lot of air bubbles. It almost reads like a recycled glass. I don't even know if that's actual green glass or if that's... Here, let me... Okay, so it looks like there's some kind of like a deposit, a mineral deposit on the interior that's causing that flecking. It's interesting. It looks like a flask though, doesn't it? I like the color. I don't like the subject matter. That's where I'm at with that one. So, meh. Alrighty. So here's where we're at. We got some obstacles in our way. I'm gonna try to get over there. I see another artist mannequin. I kind of want to check that out. I'm not gonna lie. But before we do, I'm seeing what looks to be a photo album. No, a scrap album. Oh, that's cool. It's done. Look at that. This is interesting. Okay, so we're in Italy. We're in Roma. Oh, wow. Look at that, you guys. What? No. This is amazing. It looks... Where are we at here? Oh, let's see here. We can maybe get a loose date. 1970 is what I'm seeing that as a maker. I'm not getting a date on the postmark. Am I? No. April 11th. Well, that one card... Oh, this is Lira. So they definitely visited Italy, but then we go up. I wonder, I mean, I'm just like, would anybody be interested in this? 56 through 57. We've got a lot of priests. This is interesting. So what, 64? Oh. We got Venice up here. I mean, the cover is off, but I wonder would anybody be interested in it though. I mean, I think it's cool. Let me think about that one. Look up here. It's a little Putz village. Now I know we're out of season, but that's okay. Especially if we can get, oh, these are cute. Hey, I really like that one. Now this is gonna need, oh, this one's cute too. Now that is, the front's punched out a little bit, but that's all right. We've got another matching. Oh, look at these with the little Mercuries on them. That lid's coming off, or the roof, I guess. This could just be glued back on. Let's see here. Yep, okay. So we have those three. That one's had a better day. So I think we're gonna go for these three, the matching set here. So yeah. Okay, so yes, I am in fact gonna get another one of the artist mannequins. $10 isn't that bad. I know that might seem crazy, but I do have plans for these, so we're gonna pick him up also. Okay, so here I am seeing what I believe are two Chinese pieces. I'm having a hard time determining. Now, I do think that this is actual jade, and I can tell because of the underside here, or pardon me, the interior. I don't know if I'm picking it up. There you go. Do you see the grain on it? Now, you know, it's not silver. I think that it might have been some kind of a trinket jar or something. I do believe it is missing a lid. It is stamped underneath. I don't know. I very much enjoy the aesthetic of it. While it is Asian, it's not so in your face. And here, the little small one, again, judging by the interior, it does look like it is a natural stone. It's a beautiful color. I love the horses for the feet. Now, this one does have a bit of a stamp. These very much could have been tourist pieces, but I really like the aesthetic value of these. I think that they're beautiful. I don't think that if you don't have an Asian decor, that certainly this could still fit in with a lot of modern home decors. I love the coloring. I love the shape. We're going to go ahead and pick these two up. Alrighty, guys. So here we have a Dickerson Weller. Um, I'm speechless. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit right now. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It's in excellent condition. Obviously, there is some crazing on the bottom, and I will flip it over so you guys can check out the maker's mark. I love the fact that I think that's an orchid, is only on the front. All of the other sides are just that beautiful high glossy black. But yeah, I'll flip it over here for you. But there you go, is your maker's mark. Again, excellent condition. Like I say, it's going to need some cleaned up. It's got some schmutz on it, but that's all right. Look at that. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh, my word. Beautiful Majolica glaze. That's how you're getting that super dense color to it. Love it. Okay, did you ever have a feeling about a piece you couldn't quite make out the mark, but there's just a feeling about it? Um, hmm. I'm gonna pick this one up. I believe these are tulips. I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate this one a little bit further. I don't know who it is, truth be told. I surely don't. Um, hmm. But we're gonna take a chance on it. The quality, it's the weight, it's the quality, it's the feel, it's the paint, it's that gorgeous crazing in there. Oh my goodness. Yes, we're gonna pick this one up too. Okay, I think that's gonna about do it. Um, there's a lot of empty boxes and the Rubbermaid containers. I think that I've gotten a lot of really good stuff. I'm elated at the things that we have found out of here. I'm gonna take another quick look around just in case, and I'll update you. But otherwise, I may see you back in the car. So here we go. Okay, so tucked over into the corner here, we have a very large example of some more Weller pottery. Um, there are some chips down here along the base. I'm not overly mad at it. It looks like there's a little white paint flake. And we do have some aging on the interior here. That is unfortunately the glaze. However, I'm getting it. I don't know how much it is. I can't tell. There was a price, but it's worn off. So we're going to pick that one up too. And then I do see this little guy over here. Let's see if we can, I don't know. You got to be watch. Oh yeah, this is a Japan piece. Never mind. All right. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Holy shamoly. Okay. Let's go find out how much I'm spending. Forgot. I did find these they're not prayer cards. They're like lessons. They are antique. They range from 1914 to 1916. Little Bible lesson pictures. I think these are adorable. I'm going to pick them up. I love religious iconography. I think they're sweet. They're antique. Let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? I don't know, you guys. On second thought, I decided to go ahead. These actually are not Japanese. They're supposed to, I guess, more Middle Eastern, if you will. They're supposed to be a quote-unquote genie slipper. Now, it is missing what would have been a toothbrush holder, and then so it was a ceramic insert with the holes in it, and then the other one would have had like a little lid, maybe for like cotton balls or something. I don't know. I look at it, the colors. Let's do it. It's unusual. It's still a collectible piece. Yes, it's missing its lids, but you know what? I still think it's super cute with a little floral in there. Very darling. That was a super unexpected treat. Thank you so much for the opportunity to go over there. I greatly appreciate it. In my mind, I was like, should I ask? Should I not ask? Should I ask? Should I not ask? And I was like, Michael, just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they're going to say is no and look at you crazy. But he said yes. He gave me the keys. I walked over. I love them, love them so much. There is such a beauty. And I think that there's a big concentration right now, like on mid-century and like the 50s kitsch. There is such an elegance, a timeless beauty to especially the mid 18 to early 1900s. Oh, I love them. I'm speechless. I'm freaking out. I'm super excited. What? Okay, I'm gonna keep it short. Well, not really, because I just rambled. I'm so excited. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.